Johannesburg, City of Gold, the richest metropolis in sub-Sahara Africa, a cultural hub and vibrant city with 4 million inhabitants. This is the city many Africans want to live in.
Tula sizwe au Tula sizwe ungaboka Jehova wako Tula sizwe baba Tula sizwe ungaboka Jehova wako.
I know what you need. You need some of the Love Doctor's potion, don't you? Yeah, you take care of yourself. The X-Man. Ah, dude, I thought you abandoned me, son. I haven't seen your shit in a while, dude. You're looking good, though.
Post-apartheid South Africa saw the influx of many people from Africa. There was a palpable excitement in the air as South Africans gained their independence, and the first black president, Nelson Mandela, was inaugurated. However, it soon became evident that South Africa's political transition did not materialize into an economic change for most black South Africans. Service delivery in the townships were appalling. The lack of basic sanitation, housing, water, and electricity saw residents coming out to demand better service deliveries. By 2008, the concerns were ever growing stronger, and the influx of Africans from other parts of the continent began to cause strain on the already poor infrastructure in the black townships. Suddenly, non-South African Africans who for many decades lived side by side with local black South Africans became the target of black South Africans' frustrations. This resulted in the xenophobic attacks that spread all over South Africa. The flame, having been ignited in a township in Johannesburg, had spread rapidly, looting foreign Africans' homes and stores, leaving several hundreds of thousands homeless.
People, hey, watch. Hey, wait, watch.
These scenes are reminiscent of apartheid, when police and residents in the townships were fighting a bloody war, burning houses, dead bodies in dusty streets. At least 2 people have been burnt alive by angry residents, and several hundreds have fled. These images remind us of the 80s and 90s, when protesters clashed with the apartheid police forces. But this is not apartheid South Africa. Here, South Africans are clashing with immigrants and refugees from other parts of Africa.
What's the
matter with you?
We are all Africans here.
This is xenophobia. There's no way you can tell me that South Africans, salt of the earth, South Africans will hate foreigners that they've lived with for generations, so much that they will burn them like that. Somebody has an agenda. This is orchestrated.
And guys, really, how can we really go on a motherland tour, given all these circumstances? How do you do the motherland tour? How do we do it? How do we explain all of this going on? How do we hit the continent with so much joy? This is crazy. What happened to Ubuntu? You know, what happened to us? Aye, man. I don't like this.
Samora Mashele eswa Mozambique aluta continua in Zimbabwe aluta continua in Nigeria continua, continua. In Maputo, a luta continua, a luta continua, continua. In Rwanda, a luta continua, a luta continua, continua.
1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have talent.
Ubuntu. This is what we should be preaching.
Say what you want to say. Be who you want to be. Do what you want to do.
Everyone here is talking about Ubuntu. And yet I don't see these BEE types going back to the townships and giving back to the places that they come from.
Say what you want to.
I'm the king of this place.
Your own rightful hand.
No one will come in here, not even the Messiah, and take the young kids off the streets and mess up my business infrastructure. No one.
Be who you want to be now.
Kana uchema ndinonzwa moyo wangu kurazima. Kana uchema ndinonzwa moyo wangu kurazima. Welcome, my children. It has always been my dream to have an African sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Where all these children could come from different countries and no one will ever judge them. They come with talent. You know, arts and culture is the ultimate. They could sing, they could dance, they could play instruments, no one will ever judge them. They'll all come together as African children.
He taught me how to watch and play.
You rich people, all the same. It's not like you poor people are any better. I should have known better than to come here with you.
Then go back to Uganda.
Fine,
Go.
I'm leaving.
Watch and play.
Word is out that you've started a school and
Shame, man, you're feeling out of place, I'm sure.
Free your mind and express yourselves. This is what this school is all about.
Free your mind and express yourself. Free your mind and the rest will follow.
I think happiness is the cure for everything. If there's a drop of happiness somewhere, it can spread and it can become a beautiful thing. What I'm going to bring is a smile. I'm going to bring passion. I'm going to bring happiness. I surround myself with that, and I give off and I feed off of it. It is my life source in life. For my soul, happiness is the sole sustenance to my existence.
And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Just as long as you stand by me.
Wow.
Woo, yeah!
I'm Olufemi.
Olufemi.
Yeah. And I know very soon you'll know about that name, Olufemi.
You just call on my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, see you again.
We would like to tell you our story. We are former child soldiers.
I've been in pain so long now. I'm glad you're here to listen. I've cried so many nights, but I've never felt some love
cry my tears. Mama, oh mama, please hold me tight. A mother.
Gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. Just look right over your shoulder. I'll be there. There's a reason you made it this far. I'm so proud of who you are. Now let the world see what is hidden in your heart. You can do this.
We're coming from far, from different backgrounds to this century. We all wanted to be better people, wanted to achieve something, to be a better individual. Ubuntu. That's what we should be preaching. It's not a foreign term. All communities have it. Togetherness. Love your brother. Love your sister. Thanda usisi wakho. Hlonipha ubhuti wakho. Respect your brother. Have we achieved something? Have we learned something?
I have learned to build.
I have learned to respect.
I have learned to unravel, uncover, and unmask.
I have learned to trust.
I have learned to share. I have learned to understand.
I have learned to love.
It's a cry of love at the center of my heart. I know that I am better than I think. It's a cry of love at the center of my heart. I know that I can make it beyond what I think. I can see beyond. I need to push right through the sky. For I know that somewhere above the sky, sun is always shining, shining so bright for me. It's a cry of love at the center of my heart. I know that I am better than I think. It's a cry of love at the center of my heart. I know that I can make it beyond what I think.
Yo, 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 wakey, wakey, what's up, all you deaf kids out there? This is the Comic Strip Show on radio KIDS, and I'm dying to hear from you. Come on, tell me a joke. I have a caller on the line. Cole, is that you? Yes. And what's your subject today? Well, the subject is history. Where did King George sign the Magna Carta? We have a tough kid on the line. I don't know. Where did he sign the Magna Carta? At the bottom. We have have a deaf kid out there, I mean, I wouldn't like to meet her in a dark alley. Ooh, I have another caller. Vusi, are you there? Hi, Vusi, how you doing? Okay, that was a really tough one. Anyway, okay. You're still with radio, KIDS and the Deaf Kids for the Deaf Show. Now, don't forget, it's holiday season, and watch where you kick that ball, and don't take sweets from strangers.
Jolene! Jolene! Where's Jolene? Let's go look for her.
There she is. What you looking at? What's in there anyway?
Let's have a look. What's inside?
What can you see, Jolene? Wow, look at all the colors. Mice. I hate mice. Yuck. I can hear something. What? That's what. Man, this place is creepy. Look at all the dust. It's Mother Mary. Don't be stupid.
Look over there.
1948. As old as my grandfather.
What's going on? I've got dust in my eyes.
In your face.
I can't see.
What happened?
Who's this?
Look at your hair. Wow, look at your dress. What's gonna happen? I don't know. What's gonna happen?
Mfanwa, have you done all of your homework today?
Yes, Mom, I've done all of my homework. I've been a good boy. Please, may I have some more spending money for today?
More spending money?
Yes, spending money.
Hector, I don't think it's safe for you to go to school today.
Why?
Because you can see what's happening outside.
Is there something you know that I don't know, child?
Yes, Mom, there's a march today, and all the students are going to Orlando Stadium, and it's not safe for Hector.
I don't care. I still want to go to school. Please, Mama, please.
Okay, you have to be extra careful today.
Okay.
There's your money.
Bye, Mom.
Bye-bye. Oh, cool.
I promise to tell the truth. I promise to tell the truth.
I swear to tell the whole truth.
You, the children of 1976, you helped to open the doors for Walter Sisulu Mqobeleni Zandla. The children, the generation of 1976, helped to open the doors for, amongst others, to return from exile. John Ntantla, Minister of Intelligence, Mqobeleni Zandla.
My name is Tsepo Zama. I sit before you, a youth in South Africa, a country that is going through transformation. Truth and reconciliation is the order of the day. But the truth is that we are not a lost generation, nor are we a burden of shame. We stood our ground in Soweto 1976. South Africa and the rest of the world started to take notice. Our participation for decades in the struggle has earned us our day. The calendar of the new South Africa today has June 16 as a Youth Day, our day. I'd like to share my experience with you. In the late 80s, I was part of the violence in KwaNdebele. I banned people. And so I had to escape from KwaNdebele, and I came to Johannesburg.
My name is Shaya Labuya. I was a member of the Self-Protection Unit based in Thokoza. I was trained in KwaZulu-Natal. And then from there, I was sent to Thokoza to protect our people. There was turmoil in the township. Violence was escalating day by day. The atmosphere was chaotic. And people were running up and down, looking for shelter. People were afraid of us. And we were meant to protect them. We do not understand why they ran away from us. We do not understand why they could be afraid of us. But we suspected that out there, the enemy was trying to destroy our name. The enemy was trying to tell people that we were bad, we were murderers, and we were only there to kill them. And people became afraid of us. It was very difficult to carry out our task, as people had already this stereotyped view of us. It was very sad seeing children and pregnant women running around between the township and the hostels for safety, running for dear life. In the hostels, conditions were bad. There wasn't food. There was no clinic. And the hostels were overcrowded.
My name is Kabelo Mokaila. I come from Katlego. In 1988, during the taxi violence, my mother was shot. She was shot right in front of my eyes. I didn't know what to do. I screamed, and all the people around me ran away. I followed them, but I didn't go home. I went to the nearby police station. I reported the case to the policemen there. They only took my name and address and told me to go home. And the very same night, very late at night, I heard a loud noise outside our house. It was a huge police car. They knocked very hard in our house, and they took me. They were shouting a lot of questions at me. I couldn't hear what they were saying. And they started beating me. And they put me at the back of the police car. And they took me to a place outside of Katlehong. There were a lot of dead bodies around me. Most of them I didn't know, but I managed to identify one of them. It was an old lady that stays 3 houses away from our house in Katlehong. The police asked me questions. Some of them, I didn't have answers to them. Well, some of them, I attempted answering them. They beat me, and they interrogated me till I lost consciousness.
For many young people out there is always one thing that changed your life forever. That happened to me. See, we were traveling with my brother in a taxi, and just outside Germiston, we were stopped. They ordered us out of the taxi and drove us out into the bush. They asked us if we belonged to any political party in South Africa.
IFP, PAC, Inkatha, ANC, Inkatha, ANC. What are you? ANC, IFP, PAC. What are you?
Let me tell you, sir. Let me tell you.
Yes.
I come from Swaziland.
Yes.
I know nothing about the politics in South Africa, sir.
Are you sure?
Sir, that's the truth, sir.
Who's that? Is that your brother? Is it your brother? Are you ANC? IFP? PIC?
I had to lie, even though I knew our principles. I knew that we always had a motto. I always knew that a Zulu warrior never gives his back to an enemy. But I had to lie. See, I told them that I came from Swaziland and I knew nothing about politics in South Africa. And I saved my life. But as I was telling them that, I looked at my brother, and in his eyes I could see this expression, a powerful expression that clearly told me that I was betraying him. I was betraying the principles. I was betraying the struggle. My brother chose to tell them the truth. And he was killed. They executed him in front of my eyes. See, that's one experience I have to live up with. The whole of my life, I have to live with the death of my brother. I carry it with me wherever I go. I always see his picture lying down there in a pool of blood. And I can smell his blood. I can feel the freshness of his blood. And always, this feeling tells me something. It tells me to go out there, pick up my AK-47 and kill an enemy. It tells me to go out there and avenge my brother's death. See, always, when I face the enemy, when I commit a murder, I always have this feeling of dissatisfaction, a feeling that I haven't done enough, a feeling that I still owe more to my brother.
I used to travel in trains. And that's where I joined SAPO. We killed people, innocent people. The journey of the train was from Johannesburg to Soweto. There were two trains. The 9472 and the 9482. We killed people. I mean, you couldn't see who's ANC, who's IFP. I mean, no one had the label of any organization. We used to kill people and take their blood with us in plastic bags. And we would take the blood to the traditional healers. And the traditional healers would anoint us with they would anoint our body with the blood of our victims. And by so doing, we believed that it was making us strong and invisible to our enemies. And so the killing went on and on, months. In August the 10th, 1993, it was in the late afternoon, and I remember very well I was carrying my 3 firearms. And I was on my way to the station to catch my train. The ticket examiners knew us very well. When we approached, they would look the other way and let us go free, always. But that day, we were tipped of what awaits us. At New Canada. And we knew that the SPU would be waiting for us. So knowing that in the train we threw our firearms through the windows. And when we arrived at New Canada, the police were there waiting with their dogs. We were all arrested for the possession of dangerous weapons. We were taken to John Foster Square, and that's where we were beaten by police in the cells.
Tipo, you must talk nicely to me now, man. Okay? And the truth. Here's what. Afuna kunuma teniso. Furias les pam. Autola base. Okay? Must talk the truth. You listen? Yes. Okay. You smoke? No. Yeah, have a cigarette. I don't smoke. Yeah, take one. Take one. Yes. Yeah, okay. Right. Tipo, huh? Come on, man. I've spoken enough to you now, man. Huh? Talk to me, man. Where's that very files? Huh? Talk to me, man. Emma, come on. Emma, man. Talk to me. Huh? Shy on fun. Yes. Where's those very files? Huh? What files? Hey, don't shot these people, man. Huh? Bloody fool. Puluma, man. Sit down. I'm going to kill you. You listen. Okay? Talk to me. Where get those files? Huh? Yeah, your bloody friends, man. Huh? Huh? No. Kuluma Tenesu, man. It's shy. Huh? Yes. Huh? It's Dubula, yes. Okay? Talk to me, man. Huh? Can you talk? Yeah. Do this, huh? Yeah, you got time. Talk to me. Huh? Come. Stand up. Bloody hell. You listen. Okay? Put down your hands. Tipo, huh? Tell me something. Way, that's nice, huh? Feel. All those people you've killed, now where must I put you? In the eye. Huh? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Huh? How does that feel? Nice, huh? Huh? Or we pull it down. Huh? How many people you killed? Huh? Come on, talk nicely to me. Maybe we take out your wife. Huh? Oh, in the mouth, better. Huh? Huh? See how big? Huh?
We didn't know what to do. My mother was the breadwinner of the house. We didn't have food. We didn't have clothes. And my father left us. I didn't know what to do. I had to take responsibility for my young brothers. Things were hard for me. I got recruited to defend the community. That is when I got my gun. But we didn't use it just to defend the community. We started shooting each other, killing each other. But every time I was there, I always think of my two brothers back home. We didn't have food. I resorted to crime. I started stealing. Yes, ma'am. I did steal from your house. I didn't steal because you were white. I stole because I was hungry. And I thought you have food. It's not something personal. It's because of the environment that I was subjected to. There was crime and there was hunger in our township. I didn't know what to do. The only thing that I would do is to look for food, and you were the only person whom I could think of. I tried. I even reported this case to the social welfare. They didn't do anything. They just took my name and my address, and I told them about my situation at home. They didn't do anything. They didn't even bother to help me when I needed help. Every day we read about the involvement of youth in crime. No, but nobody asked. Nobody bothered to ask about the cause of this crime. But I will tell you one thing. Nobody was born a criminal. We are led by the environment that we find ourselves in. We kill because we are hungry. We steal because we are hungry. Nobody bothers to give us food, not even the social welfare. But I always miss my mother. I had goals. I had aims as a youth, but they were shattered. All my dreams were shattered.
I, like every youth, like a lot of youth in this country, took up arms. We believe our enemy was apartheid. Apartheid turned us into killers, criminals. Killers of our own mothers and fathers.